Your Hot Load Inside Me, 20-pack, Collection 3, written by Kimmy Welsh, Tori Westwood and Millie King, narrated by Sierra Kline, Minka Tomlinson and Edie Olliver.
My body is my boss's property. Age gap breeding 5. Breeding erotica, rough sex erotica, age gap erotica.
So this,
my new boss said, opening the large wooden doors,
is the house we'll be selling.
I stepped into the marbled foyer and marveled at the splendor of it all. It's huge, Daniel, I cried, scanning around the room and already desperate to explore.
You're not the first girl I've heard say that,
he said wryly, but I chose to ignore him. How many rooms?
6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, he said. There's even a gym in the basement.
Show me. Daniel took me from room to room, pointing out the benefits of each so that I could tell any prospective buyers. It was my first week under his employ, and I was studiously examining his methods. You don't become a property tycoon at 22 by not working hard, and he'd gone on to have 2 more successful decades after that. By 42, he was rolling in it. At 19, being part of his sales team seemed like the perfect starting position. Turned out, Daniel had a bunch of other positions for me, too. Geez, look at the bed, I gasped, spotting this huge 4-poster regal wooden structure. Why is all the stuff still here?
People like to imagine living in a house before they buy it, he said. It's much easier to imagine living here if it's already partly furnished.
I'm learning already, I said, skipping playfully over to bounce on the mattress. So, how much is this place?
$10 million, he said. It was a wreck when I first bought it.
Geez, what did you do to the place?
Invested, he said. Just like I'm investing in you.
I blushed. I don't want to let you down.
You won't,
he said, and I felt my heart swell for him. Daniel had been so thoughtful in the time I'd known him, and I really looked up to him. But he was also way too handsome for his own good. The kind of handsome that makes a woman question her sensibilities. Even at over twice my age, he pushed all the right buttons for me.
Come see the washroom,
he said, and he led me through to the master suite's bathroom. Wow, I gasped, looking into the smooth marbled room. The bath stood on its own in the center, overlooking the window out across the large backyard. Do you ever try before you sell? I asked, running my hands around the bath and fondling the gold faucets.
What do you mean?
You know, I said. Live in it a little before you sell it.
Oh,
he said.
I'll use the gym sometimes, or the shower if it's nice. And one thing I always insist, he said, fondling the adjacent faucet, is that I fuck in the house I'm selling.
My fingers stopped touching the metal, and I swallowed hard, wondering if I'd heard him right. When my eyes looked up to him, he was staring intensely at me. I took a step away from the bath. You fuck in the house?
Of course,
he said, like it was perfectly natural.
I try to encourage all of my sales team to do the same.
I was flabbergasted. Like, actual sex? He laughed.
Actual sex, Jessica, yes.
Why?
You'll understand once you do it, he said.
You think I'm gonna do that?
If you want the job, he said. People are better at selling houses that they've fucked in, Jessica, trust me.
I didn't know quite what to say.
Shall we take a look at some of the other rooms, he said.
I sat on the bath as he started to walk out of the room. His chinos pulled tight over his ass, and his confident swagger never faltered. So, when are we doing it? I asked, surprising myself at where the words had come from.
Doing what?
He said, turning to me. I opened my legs just a little, feeling a strange sense of willing arousal for him. He was my boss. The mere thought of him having sex was starting to turn me on, and I couldn't say why. It was just so forbidden and wrong that...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?